field. Searching ball from their man Lewis. St. Peter's picks it up and they prepare to knock it around. David looping it up to Harris. Harris trying a chest pass to his wingman. Not at home. Winning one by Conaree. David again. Looking for support. Goes deep into his defense. Finds Harris. Harris goes straight forward. Underground pass. St. Peter's prepared to knock it around. They're still in their own defense. Conaree giving light pressure. Now the pressure comes. Now the heavier pressure comes. Try to track the ball in the corner. Forces David to give away a throw into St. Peter's. So it looks as if the usual left back for Conaree, Tristan Samuel, has gone to the right side. We will sort out the team for you as we go by. We can see Howe, we can see O'Loughlin, we can see Sean Martin, we see Kadeem Lewis. And the carry is there. Some of the usual suspects for Conaree. A fake, a shoot at goal, a head, but the St. Peter's, the whistle goes. Chavista Richards is not happy with something. Probably the contact from the St. Peter's. No, he's playing it over. He's pulled it back. Probably the players infringed before the kick was taken. Let's see what they will do now that their secret is out. The decoy. Samuel comes again. This time a straight left foot. Heads go up. St. Peter's. First ball. Dennis Stevens, second ball. He goes long downfield. A shot comes in, but it goes wide. Here is St. Peter's, knocking it around with confidence in their own box. Harris looks to go big, does so now, but only as far as the cricket field. Throwing to Conaree. Conaree pressing, searching. They don't want to go down another one. Last week the wheels came off against St. Paul's. Throwing, heads, one by St. Peter's. A shot on goal. The keeper has no problem. Overarm throw to Harris. Harris scuffs it once, scuffs it twice, then slides it down to his man Dennis Stevens. Stevens turns, trying to penetrate, finding Harris. Harris is under pressure, loses the ball. So Conaree coming with it now. Conaree looking to make a break. A strong one there, a foot race, a little muscling. Down goes the St. Peter's player. The Conaree man tries to come through the middle. Conaree shoots at goal, and the ball is just rolling past the upright. Richards was right on the top of the ball, and he deemed it that it was a fair challenge. Here is St. Peter, a nice little rainbow effort there. Lewis will have none of that. Breaks it up. Conaree wins it. Number 11 player gets in the box, shoots across the goal mouth. Ends up a feeble shot, kind of weak, and the goalkeeper had no problem at all in handling that one. But here they come again. Harris and David combining to give away the ball. Lewis overlapping one, trying to get into the box. This time the Conaree defense remains strong. Shepherds the ball out for a goal kick. Lewis trying to steal a corner. But the officials are well on the point. Lewis picked it up and threw it to the corner as if this is the corner. Tracks back now to his number 6 position. As the keeper retrieves the ball, holds it out to his defense. They are going long downfield. Route number 1. Coughlin Harris. Heads go up. Sean Martin wins the first head. St. Peter's recovers. Slides it through. The man has an opportunity to shoot, to cross. He does cross, but he blocks off a player again. Gets a second opportunity, and second time he's robbed of the ball. So it's play will start with a corner to St. Peter's. The first time they're getting, corner to St. Peter's. The first time they're getting thus far into the territory of Conaree. Left foot in calling corner, evading everyone. St. Peter's trying to save it. Strong pressure coming from Conaree. They take their time and rolling it out. Lewis give it back to his right back. That's like Samuel. Samuel gives it to Howe. Howe back to Samuel, but not able to control it into touch. Throwing St. Peter's. Here is St. Peter's trying to settle. David muscles off the carry Phipps from the ball. And here comes Conaree trying to slide through the ball. Ewell picks it up. Ewell's in the box. Ewell tries to get one man. Does so now. Has a chance to shoot. Has a chance to cross. Crosses into the side netting. It was really a really acute angle. Here is St. Peter's. Rolls it out to the number 4. Goes to the number 2. The number 5, sorry. Then Stevens was changed sides. Gives it to Isaac. Isaac down the field to Cochran Harris. Cochran Harris only has Sean Martin to beat. And Sean Martin sticks in a foot just in time. Gives away a corner, but better yet, saves a chance from Harris getting a chance on goal. So second corner, 2 corners for St. Peter's. These teams are normally tight. We see Coach Nets choosing opportunity to coach in the flow. The problem with his right back, David. He's giving some wise words. Again, in swinging left footed. Low this time. The keeper, Lachlan, Dantre Lachlan, clutches it. Then he goes hard to his right, trying to find his players over there, his wingers. And we see a little nick from the Conaree player who was not really on the ball. The referee official on the far side picked it up, wiggled his flag. St. Peter's. Still in the own half. Trying to go forward. Stevens asks for support, gets it. One touch pass given away. Raised his foot for the size of a basketball, but we're playing football. Here is Conaree. Players go to the ground. Referee not impressed. Harris comes to the rescue. Goes big down left field, trying to find Stevens. Stevens is not there. Clearance by Conaree. O'Loughlin. Howe. Knocked away by St. Peter's. Free kick to Conaree. Seems as if Dakari Phipps is a specialist. They're waiting for him to take a position on the ball. Another player is there, but it looks as if Dakari Phipps is the one to loop it over the far post. 3 players on the far post. O'Loughlin is waiting. Lewis is waiting. Let's see what they will conjure up here. A fake. A slide into the box. Met by the heads of Isaac. Howe robs it, but then gives it away. St. Peter's in control. 1 pass. Going back for safety. 2 pass. Here is St. Peter's. Going back for support. David was just coached by his coach. Stevens. Sliding over to Harris. Long ball from Harris. Searching for the other Harris. He picks it up now. He's under pressure. Lewis takes it away. Lewis knocks it to his right back. His right back goes back to his Sean Martin for support. Sean Martin goes long downfield trying to find the man on the left side. The centre forward is asking for a foul. Meanwhile, Earl picks it up in the midfield, goes to the left side, asking for it, begging for the ball to go back from, it looked like Keynes. Apologizes, Keynes. Here is St. Peter's battling away. Conaree though, taking control. Lewis, Martin. Going back to his keeper, Dantre. Dantre Lachlan comes out to his box quite confidently, making some distance upfield, asking for a big ball. It comes now, big long ball over the top. Route 1 dealt with by St. Peter's quite easily indeed. Keeper to the number 5, David. David looks up, finds Isaac. Isaac back to David. He's under pressure, goes to his number 3 position. Bazi goes back to his keeper. His keeper gives it to Harris. They're doing a lot of playing around in the box. It could be dangerous if Conaree had high pressure, but Conaree is not giving high pressure at the moment. They're pressuring from more or less the line. David receiving from Bazi. Then David going long. Good pass, trying to find Stevens. Good idea. Poor execution. Adonis Stevens doesn't read it. Here comes Conaree. Still in the deep in their own half. Mills trying to spring the left back. Tristan Samuels trying to fish Samuels down the left flank. It doesn't work. Ball too strong. Samuels has to track back. David into Stevens. Stevens back to David. David going back to number 3 in the 3 position. That's Bazi. Bazi gives it to Harris. That's Cobbs. Cobbs knocks it over to his left flank. Trying to find some support. The man fell asleep. And so Conaree with a throw in into Keynes. He's ready to turn his man, only meeting the boot of Cobbs. I have in the studio with me Mr. Essington Watts, who's been looking at the game from a distance. Early goings, what do you make of the game so far?
Very early going so far. Somewhat a little bit cagey, a little bit tense, but Conaree seem to have enjoyed most of the possession and most of the pressure so far. But it's St. Peter's still now with the ball just close to the mid-center line.
The big foot of Harris goes to the right side, finds David. David slams it goalwards. But it's high and wide, harmless.
Was well struck, but no direction at all. Very high indeed. As you said, harmlessly over the goal. I had some power on it. Fortunately, didn't get to keep it down enough. So it went harmlessly over the goal for a goal kick to Conaree. Still 0-0 here at Warner Park.
Yes, this is live commentary coming to you from SKN Newsline. Premier Division football. A little push off there, not picked up. Mills for Conaree, trying to clean up now. Slides it forward. Ball comes off a number of players. Deemed by the referee to have come off Devante Fye. Fye winning it back. Goes up to Harris. Harris fakes, loses out, but then the ball goes to Kirkland Harris, then gives it away to Conaree. How? Then Martin. Martin goes long left, long right side, trying to find some kink in the arm of Conaree on the left side. St. Peter's wins it, goes forward, fouled in the center circle. James steps up. Azim James steps up, tries to take it, and then leave it for the big foot man, the big lefty, Kareem Harris. He just stabs it off to his other supporting defender, who goes to the left, trying to find Stevens. Is that Stevens or is that Foy? Roberts, it looks like. Again, Roberts on the far side. They go back for support. Here is David, clearing a clearance. David again under pressure. This time Conaree finds Ewell with a little bit of space. Has some control. He stabs it back to Lewis, who came out of the number 6 spot. Lewis losing his balance all by himself. Goes to ground, getting a bit of sympathy from the crowd.
Very good one there by Lewis, making himself going into space just on the left hand side. Unfortunately for him, and loses his control. And went to the ground very easily indeed. But nice one by Conaree.
Here comes St. Peter's, sliding it into Harris, asking for offside. Foy and Harris. But I think Tristan kept him onside. Tristan, the right back, kept the player onside just now.
Yes, very much so. And so St. Peter's were able to come away with a... Is it a corner kick? Yes, it's a corner kick. Short corner kick taken. And ball is floated inside the box, but too long, too high, and ball goes over the byline for goal kick to St. Peter's. Still 0-0 here at Warner Park with just about 15 minutes or so in the first half.
Correction, I think I said Dan Trail action was in the Conaree goal. It looks like the man Clifford Samuel. Bully, the number 1 keeper for Conaree, is back. He missed a couple of games. Probably injured. No, he seems to be okay. Rolls it out to Sean Martin. Martin going upfield to Howe. Howe under pressure. Howe looks for support. Howe gets it in the form of his right back, but they give it away. Throwing to St. Peter's. Here is St. Peter's trying to come on the left side. Giving it to Conaree. Thank you very much. Like Mills comes away with it. Finds supporting player in Keynes. Keynes goes up the left side, try to find Ewell Lachlan. Players go to the ground. And they're not happy at all with that call. And much debate on that call. See if it was so coincidental, he probably bumped into the attacking players. But nonetheless, they was rewarded with the foul. And nothing can change that.
Well, interestingly, both sets of players demonstrating with the referee. I don't know. I'm very curious. But here comes St. Peter's now, looking for that opening goal.
Roberts muscled off the ball. Again, Roberts. And again, Richards is not happy. Taken quickly over to the right side. Foy battling away for it with Keandre Maynard. Keandre Maynard was the goal scorer in the last match between these two teams. Maynard battled away and knocked it for a corner. Third corner for St. Peter's. Take it from the same side.
Yes, it's going to be another corner kick for St. Peter's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the corner, cleared by Conaree, not cleared properly. Ball taking a deflection, goes over the byline for another corner kick for St. Peter's. The third corner kick in quick succession. They must be able to make use of something. Again, they have 5 players inside that box. Ball goes over to the far post. Headed away by Conaree. Back in by St. Peter's. Still in danger area for Conaree. Now cleared and goes high over the touchline, the near touchline, and it's going to be a throw-in for St. Peter's. 0-0 here at Warner Park. It's the battle between St. Peter's and Conaree. two teams that always have a good rivalry. The ball headed back out to the touchline where it just came from. Now goes over the touchline again. So it's going to be another throw-in for St. Peter's. St. Peter's enjoying a very good spell of play. They must try to make use of this. Here they are. St. Peter's. Ball played inside the box. It's going to be cleared by Conaree. Goalkeeper comes out, takes up easily. They're going to get the ball upfield for Conaree. He's Conaree looking to build on this left side. Everett Lachlan looking for the ball. Doesn't get it. Howe picks it up. Howe looks up. Number 10 for Conaree. And the ball is played into space, but no one is going to get to it except the goalkeeper, who comes out, takes the ball back into his box and then passes it out. St. Peter's taking the time, but dangerously. This could be dangerous. St. Peter's looking to play out from the back. Instead of getting the ball for danger, now sets up, takes a shot. Oh, that was a very good shot indeed. Very good shot. Just a little bit over the crossbar, Al.
Just inches over the crossbar, indeed. But I think he waited too long. The man looked like Sylvester Keynes. Also another attacking player for Conaree. The man forward is Tiani Foy. Foy is the one who gave it to him, but here we come. Harris trying to go forward. Mills will have none of that. Knocks it back to his keeper. The man Bully in goal. Clifford Samuel. Rolls it out to Sean Martin. Martin goes to his right side, finds Tristan Samuel. Samuel gives it back to Martin. Martin looks to go long. He does so now. Finds the man speeding on the right flank. Gets into the box. It looks like Dakari Phipps. Goes across the goal mouth of foot just in time.
Just in time. A very fortunate foot there, because that could have gone anywhere. But instead it went over the byline. It's going to be a corner kick for Conaree. But very good run down that left wing and darting into the near post there and almost get the ball across, which would have been very dangerous. But a foot just in nick of the time, getting the ball over the byline to avert any danger for St. Peter's. Corner kick, Conaree.
In calling, looped up, heads go up. St. Peter's the first ball. Ball goes into touch, or should go into touch by now. Yes, going to the second corner for St. Peter's. Conaree.
So Conaree now looking to capitalize on these corner kicks. Let's see. They can get something.
1,
Let's
2,
see what.
3, 5 players in the box for Conaree. 3, 6, 8 players for St. Peter's. Heads go up. Gums comes out. Punches away. Only as far as Howe. Howe resets to the right side. Trying to find Tristan. Tristan crosses. Big boot from Kareem Harris clears. Only as far as Martin. Martin comes forward. Slides it over to Keynes. Keynes tackled away by St. Peter's midfield. Then he springs the man forward. That's Isaac. Isaac turns on the inside, then slides forward. Far it looks like. He goes to the ground. Conaree takes over, knocks it into touch. It's another corner for St. Peter's, probably the fourth corner.
Well, Conaree needs much better service from that right hand side. They have about 3 opportunities in quick succession to get the ball into the box, and each time it failed to pass the first defender. So Conaree need to do much better in getting service into the box and getting those deliveries up and over the defense. There are a cluster of yellow shirts, but here comes St. Peter's corner.
In calling, Bully punches away. Conaree clears, but only as far as David, the man with the last shot, went wide. David chooses to go left this time, trying to find support. Clearance from Conaree, but only as far as Harris. Harris stabs it back with a big, long looping ball. Clearance from Conaree. David knocks it down, settles it, goes to the center field, finds Isaac. Isaac robbed by Howe. Howe coming forward. He has 2 men ahead of him. Speeds to the left flank, looking for space. Running out of space with an overrated pass. Overrated dribble, so to speak.
Yes, miscontrol is his dribble there. The ball went over the touchline, trying for St. Peter's.
Isaac, David, Bazi, big ball, to no one in particular. It's a battle for it. Maynard and Foy. Foy wins the battle, but loses control, loses possession.
You see how they're upset with himself. He really should have done better with that ball. He was lots of space was ahead of him. Unfortunately, he didn't control his dribble.
David being pushed to the ground, so says Travis Richards.
Whistle goes, infringement
Another
against
strong
Conaree.
whistle. Yeah, another strong whistle against the Conaree players there, and of course getting a lecture as well too. Well, knocking back the ball. The referee did see that. He might have gotten a card for knocking away the ball.
Yes, very much so. I just see how they did the same thing. Very infuriated with the referee's call and angrily kicked the ball away. You have to be very careful you don't incur the wrath of the referee. You don't want to go in the referee's book. He's known for a very abrasive and robust player. But here comes Conaree.
Into Foy, Tiani Foy. Foy has no one with him. Turns, trying to find Ewell again. Robbed by James. James still has the ball at his feet. James looking for help. James harassed by Ewell. The referee is not happy with Ewell's harassment of James. Free kick, Isaac. Rolls it down to the right flank. Finds Harris. Harris has with him Foy. Straight finds Foy. But here comes Martin. Clean up and clearing all danger.
Yes, St. Peter's looking very good in that area of the pitch on the right hand side. They seem to be breaking down that right hand side. Unfortunately, we are not getting that final ball into the box. But anyway, they have to settle for a corner kick, another corner kick. We have lots of corner kick in this game so far, and it gives you an idea.
Number five for St. Peter's, and this time it will be a right-footed out-calling corner. It comes now, heads go up. First ball to Conaree. Saved by Bully. Big ball upfield. Route number 1. Bazi knocking it away from Foy. From Kane, sorry.
Yes, Kane number 77 for Conaree was looking to settle.
He took up the number 9 slot, and number 11, who is Foy, dropped back for him. Here he comes now on the flank now, on the left flank now. He has a chance to cross. He does so. Cross on the fast side. Overrated cross. Gums able to grasp it easily. Then he sends it out to his number 33. Number 33 player. Come back on the inside. Still in control is St. Peter's. Big foot Harris goes long, big far, route 1. Trying to find Kirkland Harris. So it's Harris to Harris. Ball being knocked away by Sean Martin. Throwing. It will be a big throw. St. Peter's has somebody control the ball into the box. Every team has one.
And every team should have one, because it can be very useful. Whenever you get those throwing, can serve as could be tantamount to a corner kick once you get the ball inside. But they take it short this time. Now the ball is played way back into. Now comes in. Headed away. Now cleared by Conaree. Chance for St. Peter's. Take a shot. Almost taking a wicked deflection there. But it favors the goalkeeper, who picks up, and then nice long clearance upfield.
Well, fix on to Keynes. Keynes alone with 2 men trying to get around. Pushes it to in the box. Muscled away from David. David goes up to Foy. Overrated pass. Maynard will take over. Allows it to roll in his control. Then he goes to the middle of the field. Finds Lewis. Lewis turns in the center circle. Exactly in the middle of the field. Gives the ball away, but the ball deemed to have been fouled by young Isaac.
Yes, the ball has been handled by Isaac. Lewis is going to take the free kick for Conaree, right inside the center circle. Staying nil here. A game that is played at a very high tempo. Exciting, a little bit exciting, not as entertaining, but here nice clearing header. Now he's Howe with the ball. Howe looks up, plays the ball, looking for Errol to run onto the ball, but apparently Errol not on the same page, so goalkeeper for St. Peter's with a long clearance upfield. It's going to be taken by Martin.
Here comes Samuel. That's Tristan Samuel speeding on the right flank up into attacking territory. Goes back for his Errol. Errol makes a mess of it, but he's able to recover. Then gives it to Lewis. Kadeem Lewis looking to go forward. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Spuds it off to Howe. Howe slides it over to Keynes. Sorry, the carry Phipps. The carry Phipps is in the back of the net. Good football from Conaree. St. Peter's players standing on, asking for an offside. It's not there.
Yes, they're accustomed to this intricate interplay inside the box. The Conaree is very good at that, very skillful of those nice passes inside the box, and it did that. The final shot was a very good one indeed. A nice finish there by Phipps. Conaree is 1-0 up against St. Peter's.
Well, usually these teams play a close game. The last match was 1-0. Will it stay that way? We have to wait and see. We know that St. Peter's is in a precarious position, just barely holding on to a number 6 slot, and certainly they wouldn't like this result. Let's see how they can come back. Center pass to St. Peter's. Harris to Harris. Harris slides it over to Roberts. Roberts goes on the inside to James. James goes square, finds David. David going straight ahead of him to Foy. Foy back to David. That's Lyndon David. I think St. Peter's team would have on 2 Davids. Here is Harris now. Chipped forward, trying to find Stevens. Stevens, a talisman for St. Peter's, but Sean Martin is paying keen attention. He knocks it away for a throw. Stevens takes it quickly, gives it to Roberts. Roberts back to Stevens. Stevens looking to cross. Stevens fakes one now. Now he cross. Ball ricochets off of a player, cleaned up by the Conaree player, cleaned up by Martin. Martin goes to the left. Selling guns, finds Foy. Foy has a shot. Foy goes goal. The ball comes off the boot of a Conaree defender and goes for corner number 6, I think it is, for St. Peter's. All
yes.
taken from this.
All taken from the right side. Yeah. On the right side for St. Peter's. Let's see if they can make use of this one. They have to respond. They went down just about 2 minutes ago. Went down 1-0. Let's see how they respond.
Here they come. Heads go up, but the ball goes over the crossbar. St. Peter's winning the head.
Good, nice effort. But he was going up, and as you go up, ball is going up too. He didn't get a chance to get up and over the ball and head down in the approved fashion. So the ball went up and over the goal. But St. Peter's, they have to respond. It's a very exciting, entertaining game, as we had about maybe close to 10 or 11 corner kicks so far. With St. Peter's having 6, Conaree good, Conaree just about 4. Yeah. So gives me an indication that it's end-to-end action here at Warner Park.
These corner kicks give an indication of the pressure that is put on the various goals, but the one that matters is the goal, and so far Conaree has it. Long ball upfield, settled by Foy. Foy turns, finds Ewell speeding forward. Again Conaree comes into passing. Robbed by St. Peter's, played out to Foy. Foy, strange pass, but he finds Roberts. Roberts trying to save it. Could hardly save it. Ball was out. Taken quickly by Ewell. Ewell into Foy. Foy slides it over. Howe goes back for Lewis. Lewis goes to the left side, trying to find Sylvester Keynes. David is there. David heads away. Foy cleans up, looking to save. Doesn't do so. Throw in to Conaree.
Well, both these teams suffered loss in the last Premier League games. Both would have lost against Old Road. Conaree would have lost twice, 2 consecutive games against, but here they are now. Conaree looking for the second ball flicks across the goal, but they're going to be cleared easily by St. Peter's. Yes, Conaree would have lost against Old Road and against Village Superstars. So that's 2 consecutive.
Yes.
And St. Peter's lost against Old Road. So Conaree looking to recover here. 2 losses in the Premier League.
Long ball, Foy is onside, but Bazzi is there. Bazzi gives it to James. James has difficulty. Goes for help in Lyndon David. Here they come. St. Peter's trying to recover. A midfield battle. Ewell wins it. Ewell gets away on Harris. Handball by
What color is going to be, Al? Was the last?
And he goes for a straight red.
Yes.
Richards goes for a straight on Harris. Everyone was getting around him, and he deliberately handled the ball. The referee deemed to have deliberately handled the ball to prevent Errol from getting into the box. Apparently, he was the last defender.
Yeah, that's not going to make that point. There were not many players behind him. So, yeah, he would have been the last, not by far, but he would have been the last defender. So, referee denying Errol.
St. Peter's. Down one and down a man.
Yes. So Conaree up one and up one goal, up one man. Let's see if they can capitalize on this moment. Let's see if they can exploit the situation. Plus they have a free kick just outside the box, just on the apex of the box. Let's see is how is there. The left footer, that's far is there. Is that Martin? Martin is also there. Let's see what Conaree can come up with. And they are one to a cluster of yellow shirts inside the box.
How? Dummies, fives, trays a thing. Trays a chip shot.
Yes, but that was too predictable though. Too slow.
Work.
Because it was too slow.
They've been working out on the practice ground, the various decoys and the various feints.
Yeah, you could see the idea, but
yes,
the execution was too slow. So a bit predictable.
Here is Stevens looking to battle away. It'll be interesting to see what tactical changes and tactical changes that St. Peter's will make. Now they're down to 10 men with a lot of time left in the game. Here is Zakaria Phipps, the goal scorer. Gives it to Howe. Kills some time. Conaree just knocking it around. They go all the way back to the goalkeeper Roberts. Clifford Samuel. Samuel goes to Mills. Mills gives it up to Maynard. Maynard gives it to Martin. And so Conaree really playing around with the ball, with position, having only one man in the half for St. Peter's. And now they're probably looking to go forward. Forward knocks it back to Lewis. Lewis trying to free the man on the far side, Dakari. Dakari knocks it in the box. Gums comes out and collects. Easily indeed.
Look, knocking it down, looking for Foy to run onto it. But he had too much pace in it, and it was a bit too wide. It was a bit too wide, so Foy wasn't able to get to it. But the idea was good. Very good idea. Conaree looking for the second goal. They are up one goal and up a man. St. Peter's just had a player red carded. So it is 1-0 in favor of Conaree. And we're just maybe just 5 minutes or so to go in this the second half. Here is Conaree. They're playing around now with the ball. Yes. Here is Lewis. Ball over the top. Can he find Kane? Looking to find Kane's there, but the whistle goes. Flag was up for an offside. So that play was brought to an abrupt halt as Conaree remains 1-0 against St. Peter's.
1-0 indeed. And 10 men to 11 as Harris is now in the showers. Well, so far I've seen them pull back Azim James from the number 6 spot to the number 3 position. In the midfield, they've kept Isaac, they've kept the other David. Still a low man up front in Harris, and Conaree is enjoying possession advantage. Good ball going forward, finds Foy looking to go forward. Those to his left, shoot up to the Balang bar. High. Harmless, wide.
Oh, Foy was a bit selfish there. He had a player there, number 10, was very clear into space over on the right side there. And he really had his options. He had Keynes also on his left.
I think it was the right back in Samuel, number 70, who overlapped and was begging for it.
Exactly.
He came all the way up. But
poor choice there by the number 11, Foy.
Yeah. Here is Adonis Stevens. They call him Shaggy. He's looking to shake the man. Finds Isaac for help. Isaac goes forward. Trying to find Foy. None of that, says Maynard. Gives it to Ewell. Ewell miscontrol. Gives it back to Isaac. Isaac up to Foy. This time he controls. Under pressure. Maynard knocks him to the ground. The whistle goes. Travesta Richards. St. Peter's going long downfield trying to find Harris. Harris loses out to a number of Conaree players. Eventually Howe comes away with it. Howe gives it up to Dakari. Dakari flips, slides it forward, trying to find Keynes. Nice probing ball. Trying to get around Bazzi, but Bazzi uses his body and uses his experience to knock that ball into a corner for Conaree. Corner number 5 for Conaree.
Very good defending there, but I think Foy really should have taken a one-touch shot to goal. Instead of taking that first touch, we took the ball a bit away from him, and it was very difficult for him to get up with the man, putting some pressure on him. It's a corner kick for Conaree. So they're looking for the second goal.
Here it comes now. Looping to the far post. Heads go up. First ball to... And we have a clash of heads. And immediately they call for the stretchers. Immediately call for the physios. They sprint onto the field. Last night we had a very unfortunate incident with a man from Newtown, one of the Browns going down. He was hospitalized, he had to go to the hospital for treatment. And we see the doctor coming on. Whenever you see a clash of heads, it spells trouble. Last night I think the guy was cut. I think we saw some blood. Everyone was concerned. And here comes the stretcher.
So all in all, we saw the most prolific team in the Premier League. Rams Village Superstars scoring 10 goals against security forces. 10-2. At one point it was 3-2. And then Village Superstars ramped up their game, scoring some 10 goals with 2 players scoring hat-tricks. That's Tyron Hanley and Wilk scoring hat-trick. And then you had Carl Truitt scoring a brace. And Tyron Hanley scoring 1. Now that's another Hanley brother scoring 1. So Tyron scoring a hat-trick.
And Tahir
scoring 1. And you had Wilk scoring a hat-trick and Carl scoring a brace. So there was some other player who scored 1. So
well, last night we had the coach for Village Superstars picking up very valuable information about how to treat a weak team with the major part of your attack injured, and so he did call upon his fringe players, those who come off the bench like Joseph Wilkes. Good to see Wilkes getting some goals.
Yes.
And of course the experienced Tyron Hanley. He is by now with those 3 again. He's taking the lead in terms of the number of goals. The leading goal scorer by far.
Just in front of
maybe not by far. Sorry, in front of Freeman.
In front of Freeman from St. Peter's. Yes.
Freeman from St. Paul's.
From St. Paul's. Sorry, Freeman from St. Paul's. Who also scored on the weekend again.
Yeah, I think he had 2.
He had 2 goals
against
Saddlers. That was a very tight game too, as you expect.
At first.
Neighbours. St. Peter's with the ball now. It's still 1-0 in favour of Conaree, and Conaree with a 1-man advantage after Harris was sent off for handling the ball.
Roberts, David, 25-5. Maynard takes over, gives it to the man there. Looks like Dakari will drop all the way back. Dakari goes to Martin. Lewis comes forward with it, 1 touch, 2 touch. Then passes over to his right, finds Howe. Challenge coming from Deanna Stevens. Knocks it off of Howe. Wins the throw-in for St. Peter's.
as I said the other night, that we needed to kill this game, to kill the game um, against Trafalgar South Stars. I think Conaree, with the one man advantage and with the one goal advantage, should really look to kill off the game, as the fourth official just indicated that there are 4 minutes additional in this game, 4 minutes of stoppage time in this game. So let's see what Conaree can add to their advantage, or St. Peter's can get the equalizer.
Here they come again, looking for it. Cross comes in. The keeper comes, and somewhat of a second attempt collects it. And then he chose to go big, urges men forward. Big ball down the right side. Foy. Maynard heads away. Throwing to St. Peter's. So we have David.
As far as coaching is concerned, both coaches succeeded each other, because Jenkins was at St. Peter's, and what's his name for St. Peter's? The coach for St. Peter's.
Anthony Isaac.
Yes. He succeeded Asim at St. Peter's, and Asim succeeded him at Conaree. He was at Conaree for a short time. So it's interesting to see. They'll be looking for bragging rights.
Always bragging rights. And you know, in Sengis we always put a political, very dangerous play. And Martin is very irate indeed in getting the pegs of a player in 5. You can hear him. As Chavez Richards asks for Foy to come to him to cool down the play. Gets the lecture. Doesn't get the card. Martin in a little pain. Still arguing. Still remonstrating. Not happy at all. Some fuel will spark there. Here comes Samuel Bully in the Conaree goal. Goes over to his right back in Samuel. Tristan Samuel. So it's Samuel to Samuel. We always have that with these small. Here comes Conaree trying to get around the number 4 player. That's James. James is standing tall. James is shielding. And the man Keynes is doing the fouling.
Right, just down below us, we have the coach for St. Peter's. That's Anthony Isaacs, looking very pensive indeed. Hands fold. Looking thoughtful, very thoughtful indeed. He's down 1 man and down 1 goal. Yellow card for how? It's one of those Conaree players who is very abrasive, very robust in midfield, and tend to get himself in trouble, Al.
But it looks like Travis Richards came up with a no-nonsense attitude tonight.
Yeah, well, to me, he's always like that. He's that kind of referee.
For these 2 teams.
Yes, he's that kind of referee. I mean, he like to take control of the game, and he's going to use his power, his cards, and his whistle to take control.
James, route 1. Flicks on is Harris. Harris finds Stevens. Stevens is going to the other David. The Johnny David. He goes back to James. James is coming forward. Stops it back to David. David comes back again. Back heel pass to Dagne. Roberts. Roberts chips it over, trying to find Harris. Harris is not there. No one home.
Yes, Isaac is still there, looking pensive indeed. I said he's coming up against a coach, a young coach. He's a very experienced coach, is Anthony Isaacs, but Asim Jenkins, very young coach, just started the game as the halftime whistle goes with the score. Conaree 1, St. Peter's 0, with Conaree having a 1-man advantage after Harris was sent off with a straight red card for handling the ball inside the box.
Well, with the score 1-0 to Conaree and St. Peter's down 1, we go back to master control. Then we come for a little assessment of what we've seen so far.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
My name is Zakir Sunuman. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup cost. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game. This is the Premier League Live halftime show.
We're always happy to bring to you coaches, players, anybody at all who is involved in football. Tonight we have Kenny Douglas, a man involved in Sandy Point and Sandy Point football, the HNIC of Sandy Point football right now. That means head nigger in charge. Before we get into the Division 1, I'd just like to ask him to share his opinion on what he saw tonight in the first half. Conaree 1, St. Peter's 0.
Good evening, Alan. How are you? You say you have.
I'm very much fine.
I'm fine also. I want to say a pleasant good evening to the listening public, the viewing public out there. With reference to the game tonight, I think that Conaree is playing very good football. I'm really impressed with how they're knocking the ball. I've been coming up here night after night, and I feel like we are playing too much what we call boom boom football.
Okay.
Boom boom football. So I'm very impressed with them tonight with the way how they're moving the ball around. However, I want when they get into the final third though, that they are more composed. The strikers, the forwards, they are more composed, and they finish.
Bearing on a goal. 20 yards out, the 18-yard line just there. If that ball had gotten around Cubs, I don't think a defender.
If we can have a replay right now, you'll realize that Ewola Loughlin, he didn't even have control of the ball. In my estimation, he touched the ball, but the ball got away from him. He was going in the direction of the ball, yes, but in my opinion, he was too far away from it, and I think it was a bit too harsh, though, in my opinion.
A lovely debate, and we'll have to agree to disagree, because I want you to spend some time to tell us about Division 1. What is happening in Division 1? Who's leading right now?
In Division 1, we have a lot of action. I believe we have more action in Division 1 than what action I'm seeing up here in Premier Division.
But that's why we're bringing it to advertise what's happening, because these teams are now vying to come into the Premiership.
I'm going to give some licks for this, but I believe when we look at the 9 teams in the first division right now, I believe that we can divide up the first division into 2. With the top 5 teams in Division 1 and the bottom 4 in Division 2.
But I tend to have to agree with you with this one. I very much agree with you on this one, because there are some teams who do not provide the competition of a Division 1.
Yes, because
there are few. I call them intermediate teams. The teams that go up, spend a year and come back down.
So those are the ones.
Yes.
Those are the ones you believe should have been in.
What I call a premier intermediate, Division 1.
And then you have
Division 2.
Okay, yes.
We agree on that one.
Okay,
we differ on the penalty.
That's right.
Well, who's leading right now? I think it's large.
Presently it's Bath United. Bath United, they are leading with 27 points.
Wonderful.
27 points. DFB is in second place with 24 points.
Okay.
Challengers in third place with 23. I think it's Lats Patriots. They are on 22 points as we speak, or maybe 23 also, yes. And Sandy Point is in the 5th position with just 16 points.
Well, we've considered you, and we've said it here on SKN Newsline, that Sandy Point is a dark horse, but it looks like the darkness is kind of fading away as you lost your
I'm going to be honest with you. Sandy Point right now, we are feeling a very, very young team. We have about 5-6 guys who are 16 years old, and they are really coming up. Unfortunately, we lost 7 players to the Premier Division teams.
Wow.
I would have really loved, as the coach of Sandy Point team, to have those 7 players playing with me right now. You would have been seeing me in the Premier Division next year, hopefully.
Yes, I think I saw Gavaya playing for
you see Biko, you see Alexander playing for Conaree. We have Jabari, Fleming, he's injured right now, he's not playing. Yes. We have Isaiah playing with St. Paul's. We have another one playing with South SARS. And somebody else playing, yes. Jalian Bird, he's playing with Mantab. So those 7 players, with the group that I have right now, I think it would have been great for us to go to Premier Division.
That has always been the case over the years. A team that gets relegated, the players tend to want to play, stay in the limelight, and so they find teams where they think they can get minutes, grass time, and play for them. But you've been over to Nevis, and your team lost to the 2 Nevis teams.
2 Nevis teams.
What do you think about the state of football in Nevis at this time?
I am impressed with the Bath United team, especially. I realize that they were together for about 4 or 5 years. The passer is doing a very, very good job. They are young, they are fit, they are fitter than most of the teams in first division. And the last time I was here, we talked about fitness of the players coming out of the COVID-19 break that we had. And Bath United is one of the fittest teams inside there. They are playing very well. Even though they defeated me at 1-0, I believe that I was unfortunate playing against Bath last week, and even more unfortunate playing against Hard Time this weekend, where we lost 2-1. We scored the first 2 goals of the game. One was taken away, unfortunately. I spoke to the referee.
Again, that's debatable.
Yes, it is debatable also, but that's why I don't want to go there. But in the latter part of the game, I think that Harton really dominated, and they deserved the 2 goals that they scored, even though that they were 2 soft goals. Sandy Point really went down and more down in the latter part of the game. Really.
So it's back to the drawing board for you.
Back to the drawing board again on the 20th. The 20th, we come up against Challengers, and Challengers is one of the top teams here also. My date day coming up right after that also. So we have our work cut out for us really. We have to go back to the drawing board. We were training this evening. This evening was more or less recovery work from after we played on Saturday. Try to get the guys to get the sore muscles, to relax and stretch out the muscles and these things. And so we'll be ready again for I think it is the Eagles on the 20th hopefully.
Well, I noticed too, talking about Sandy Point, that the youth leagues from the SKNFA have started, and they've used Sandy Point as the one ground, I guess, COVID conditions to get more control of all the players, having all the players in one ground rather than having that players all over the field, less control. Have you seen any of those games? They're probably disturbing you on a Saturday morning.
Actually, I live right there next to the field.
That's what I said.
That's right, and I am impressed with it too. I am very, very elated. I'm very happy that the SKNFA has ventured this way into Sandy Point. We have a very good feel in my estimation. Yes. I believe that was the feel in St. Kitts that could have been upgraded to the Premier Division standard, but that's another debate that we can have another time. But I'm impressed with the games. I saw a number of under 13, under 15, and under 17 games. Unfortunately, I just saw about 15-20 minutes of the first half because I had to be on a boat going over to Nevis.
I understand. Well, some of the results came in. I understand that Village overpowered K-On, at least that one was the result I know. On the under 13 level it was 4-0, and on the under 15 level it was 4-2. Bath too did a good job in drawing with, I think it's Spurs 1-1 when they played. I don't know, it was St. Paul, sorry. But their bigger team succumbed a loss. But nonetheless, we're very happy to see the youths playing at under 13, under 15 and under 17 level. I don't think the under 17 has started yet. They're going to probably start this Friday. But again, the idea is that most of the teams, or all of the teams, settle in one ground and you play successive games.
I'm very impressed with that also. And those teams who doesn't have under 13 and under 15, I believe that is the way to go. Because with the senior boys playing here in Premier Division, we need to have what we call a feeder team. Yes. Where we can go from the under 13 to the under 15 to the under 17 and then eventually into the senior team. So I can encourage every team to make sure that they have an under 13, under 15 team.
Well, the only 2 teams that I understand that do not have under 15 is Conaree and St. Peter's. They play later this week. They have an under 13, which is good. So they can build from there.
That's correct.
So we're inviting you persons, it's practically within the borders, to go on out to Sandy Point on a Saturday morning. It's all football, all youngsters, no old men. Give them your encouragement. Most likely some of them will be your family, a family of your family, but the youngsters will be playing their heart out in what we call the Hudson League.
That is correct. I endorse that also, and definitely this coming Saturday, we have no game, so definitely I will be there supporting the youngsters also.
Certainly I will come in on as well to get a taste of football. I look at all sorts of football. If you're playing in your backyard, I come and look at you. Football is the #1 spectator sport, and it's a very, very good product. But at the situation here in Warner Park, it's the big team, the seniors, Conaree, leading St. Peter's by 1-0. St. Peter's are in really big trouble because they need the points. They are hanging on to the 6th spot, that coveted 6th spot for the final, the Super 6 playoff, and they are in really, really serious trouble. They're under threat at this moment. But for now, we'll pause, go back to master control, and then bring you more live commentary. Let us see if they can do anything with 10 men and 1 goal down.
This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
My name is Zakir Sunumam. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup cost. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our
attacking player. Saying good night to Don Dango Farrell, who is in St. Martin, I think, watching the game. Man who has been all around sports. Football, but here comes Conaree. 20 minutes, Kane's forward. Kane gets the ball, but comes down just in the nick of time and tackles the ball away. Near miss there, what?
Very near miss. You can see Conaree intention. Conaree intention is to get that early goal. Conaree need a 2-goal advantage as soon as possible. We don't know what the team, we don't know what the halftime team talk would have been like. But here is Conaree. Conaree looking for the goal. There's a chance for Conaree. Ball cleared in the nick of time. Goes over the byline, and it's a corner kick for Conaree. So Conaree, the intentions are clear. I'll get 2 goals as quick as possible and put the ball, put the game away, and kill off the game as soon as possible.
Following the Watts advice, kill off the game as soon as possible. Let's see what will happen. Monkey Hill, if you have anything to say about it, will hang in there and try to get at least a point from this game. Another ball being knocked away. Another corner for Conaree. I count number 7 corners for Conaree. At least 2 in this half, 5 in the first. Out calling corner. Taken by Maynard. Heads go up. First ball to St. Peter's. Clearance. But only as far as Maynard. Maynard shifted size. St. Peter's. Counter attack. Go to the right side. Foy. David. Linnan. Long overfield. Trying to find his left sided player Stevens. Maynard intercepts. Maynard going down to Howe. Tackle coming in, strong tackle coming in from Dagenay Roberts. And of course they're remonstrating and arguing of the call. Maynard takes it. Goes back now to Martin. Martin puts it down. Harris comes over, robbed him of the ball, trying to get toward him now. Sean Martin recovers and pushes it back to Bully. Clifford Samuel in goal. Samuel rolls it out to Lewis. Lewis looking to go forward. Straight ahead of him. Finds Ewell. Ewell looking for help. Finds Maynard. Maynard stabs it off to Howe. Howe gives a short pass to Maynard. Maynard now looking to go forward. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Then leads it off to Ewell. Ewell slides him down the right flank. Shaggy is there. Shaggy disagrees with the ball pass. The ball passing easily and freely, intercepts, knocks it away. Throw in. The carry Phipps. Trying to find Ewell trying to turn his man. Roberts. Effort coming in from James. Wins the ball with a strong tackle. Ewell muscles him to the ground. Richards blows his whistle. Ewell guilty of fouling. St. Peter's trying to go forward. Finds Harris. Harris knocks it down. Goes to Isaac. Isaac turns. Nuts the man. Gets across the halfway line. Speeding down flank. Pushes Harris into contention. He's on the apex of the box. Can't get around Martin. Goes back for support. Finds Stevens instead. Stevens goes square. Finds the other David. To Johnny David. I try a loop shot. A looping shot. Heads go up. That's Mills. Clearance, but only as far as David. David gives it to David. David gives it, Lyndon gives it to Kijani. Kijani goes to 5. Cannot latch onto that one. And so Conaree gets away from a strong attack.
Oh, strong attack. Had he latch onto the ball, he had good space ahead of him to get around the corner and get the ball inside the box for St. Peter's. Unfortunately, he miscontrolled the ball. The ball went wide of him. So good attack by St. Peter's, but Conaree enjoying the pressure on the possession so far in the second half. Conaree looking for goals, looking to put the game away. St. Peter's down 1 man and down 1 goal after Karim was red carded in the first half.
But they're putting up good resistance for a team that's down one man. In fact, they look as if for the last 5 minutes or so, they have the run of play. Conaree is in a more defensive posture now, trying to prevent any idea of an equalizer. But here comes St. Peter's again. Player goes to the ground. Fouled by Conaree. A set piece to Conaree. Just past the halfway mark on the right flank. The eastern side.
But I really thought Conaree would have come out starting on the back foot and allow St. Peter's to come and look to counter-attack. But to me, they have gone into the box a few times well. So maybe they're playing. But here they are now, St. Peter's.
Here comes David across. Oh, far side. Stevens trying to control. Clearance from the carry who came all the way back. Roberts picks it up for St. Peter's. Roberts can cross. He does so now. A battle in the box. A ground battle finally cleared by Samuel. Samuel down to the man Keynes. Keynes has help. Ewell to the right. There's no one to the left, but he's going left. Tries to find Ewell eventually, but by that time, the St. Peter's defense had collapsed on him and loses out to St. Peter's. Long ball from James. Mills, clearance. Lewis picks up. Lewis, long ball, trying to thread the needle there. Finds Samuel overlapping. Tackle comes in from one of the Davids. That looked like Lyndon David, yes.
And this is the kind of football the crowd wants. They want a very open up game indeed, providing some entertainment and excitement.
We've been joined by Al Richards, who a man famous for multitasking, and one night he's a coach, another night he's a commentator. So tonight,
and he had a good night tonight. The most prolific team, scoring 10 goals tonight.
I think it's double figures for the first time.
Yes, Coach. Double figures.
Showing no mercy, that's police brutality.
Yes, going ruthless in front of goal.
We'll have to see if the police officers themselves will file a claim that they were ill-treated by some village players and have them arrested.
But at one point it was 3-2, Al? 3-2? Because it was 3-2. So they were playing good. I mean, the last 5 goals were scored. The last 5 goals were scored in about the 85th minute or so, around 85 to 90 minutes.
Yes, we tend to see teams fade, and we've always been discussing the fitness of teams and so on back. Particularly, as Al was saying, around the 60th, 75th minute.
Exactly.
Teams tend to get tired.
Southside especially, I've seen that some styles so many times. They play so well and then they just fade away.
Ball down the left flank. Samuel gets around the one man. He has a cross. The ball comes across the goal mouth, but straight to comes in goal.
Deflection there.
A little deflection could have been dangerous. But here is St. Peter's trying to build from behind. Gives away to Conaree. Ewell. Lewis. Lachlan sets it up. James takes control. James puts it down. Gives it to Roberts. Roberts to Kajani David. David to Bazi. Bazi over to Lyndon David. Lyndon David up to his what a family, I don't know, I'm not sure. David to David. Foy. Oh, fancy footwork by Foy. He gets away from 2 men. He's going on the right flank. Can he cross? Tackle comes in now.
Foy needed to get the ball into the box a bit earlier, Al. He should have attempted get the ball to Cole back in. He could have done that, Al. I think he have the skill to do that. But he waited too long, but he settled for a throw-in now.
Throw-in with St. Peter's. Here it comes. Heads go up. That's Coughlin Harris. Oh, as far as Martin. They're asking, they're begging for anything. A handball that wasn't there. James now standing tall. James shielding. James is winning the ball. James takes the throw quickly. Finds Stevens. Stevens has 2 men in attendance. Maynard and Martin covering. He finds Isaac. Isaac chips it over to the far side. Searching ball. Bully goes up. Flag goes up. Offside. And Foy.
Oh, the idea was very good indeed. That ball was scrolling in towards the back post. All it needed was a little help, Al. No big thing, but my goalkeeper came out, read the play very well, anticipated the play very well, and cut out any possible problems.
Foy was in an offside position. That negated everything else. But here comes Dagney Roberts. Isaac trying to go to the left side, trying to find Stevens. Ball goes to the left side. Stevens gets on the corner. Stevens can cross to the far side. The whistle goes, and it will be a penalty. Should it? Is it in the box?
Just outside the box, coachable, I think.
Just outside the box?
Just outside the box.
Which is in control? Which is?
A red card will come in here. Somebody will be a red card here.
Somebody is getting it. It looks like yellow.
Yellow.
In the face of Maynard. Fortunately.
Maynard has been booked with a yellow card. But just outside the box, coachable. Tight call. Interesting call.
I know that Richard was fooling that he was going for his back pocket. Yeah. Usually
back pocket being red. go home and take a shower.
But Richard seems to have placed his yellow card in his back pocket and his red card in his top pocket. He's doing it the opposite way to the international referees.
The referees, yeah. but coachable, a better second half from Monkey, the team. St. Peter's really putting on the pressure here at Warner Park. Down a man, as one say, and down a goal.
But showing some resilience.
Yep.
Indeed.
But this youngster Stevens,
set piece?
This youngster Stevens is very dangerous. He provides some very good width on this left side.
He's a very good left footer. Free kick taken. Ricochets off the wall for corner. Isaac.
Interesting game at Warner Park. Island at the Conaree versus St. Peter's, Ativo Harris, St. Peter's FC. 1 goal to Conaree.
Well, St. Peter's is doing well so far. I think Coach Asim Jenkins would have been looking for at least 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. But St. Peter's showing some resilience. And they're resisting the pressure very well indeed. And even looking for a goal, they're getting close to a goal. Conaree now making a change. Number 77, Keynes, coming off.
Orlando Mitchum in.
Orlando Mitchum comes in for Sylvester Keynes, it looks like. Corner comes in now, wasted. First change for the night, the number 16, that's, we call him Ak.
Orlando Mitchum. Also known as Saddam.
Looking a bit rosy.
As most, as a few of the players.
Could be.
We saw Rumpy last night.
Yeah,
that's late.
Reverse roles, yes.
Well, we also saw the hitman from Conaree playing a game recently. I think it was the FA Cup.
FA Cup against
Marvin. Marvin still like putting about 20 pounds.
Here's Ewell.
Oh my.
Give it over to Tristan. Tristan had to sprint for that one. Finds Lewis. Lewis fakes a pass. Then goes to the left. Finds Orlando Mitchum again. He shields. He passes down the right flank. He's trying to find the carry. Does so now. The carry has some space. The carry has time to cross. He does so now. Comes out. misses. And also a big miss from that man. It looked like Kadim Lewis who missed that ball all over. Orlando Mitchum missed everything. St. Peter's got away just now from a big miss from Orlando Mitchum. But here he comes again, not giving up. Rubbing off his embarrassment. Going back for support. Finds Samuel. Tristan Samuel gives it up to Ewell. Ewell trying to get around Roberts. Roberts will have none of that. He goes to his keeper. Gums pushes it outfield, but only as far as the battling Howe. Howe gets help from Martin. Martin into Lewis. Lewis on the inside. Trying to find Five. Five is led forward. Now Lewis comes. Lewis shoots. Saved by Gums. Ewell. Clearance from the St. Peter's defense.
Conaree would need to be clinical, professional. As I said, they should look into to be killing the game right now. I mean, they're getting some very good shots, but they're not being as clinical as they should be. Sometimes a 10-man could overcompensate and do the job that a 11-man team could do.
Yes, we saw a little bit of that in the latter part of the first half when Conaree was very relaxed, just knocking on the ball in the back as if they have one.
Exactly, that's not being professional at all. You have a game like this, kill off the game, and then you could always play around as much as you want. As Village did tonight, being ruthless. You need a team like that. When you have a chance to be ruthless, you be ruthless. Because not every night you'll get to be ruthless.
You're speaking about Richard's game plan. As we see, Roberts seemed to have hurt himself by going for that one. Probably ran into one of his own players. A bit winded. It looks to be our way now. And messed up the ball in the attempt. Ball dropped from his hands and went for another corner for Conaree. Here it comes now. Out curl in the corner. Heads go up. First ball, St. Peter's. Second ball, Howe at goal. Just past the upright.
Oh, that was well struck. That was cleanly struck by Howe. Unfortunately, the ball was over in the last moment. But it was well struck. He got over it. Good technique, Al. Unfortunately, he didn't keep it long enough. But very good technique. Well struck. But that change, Al, that change was a very interesting change. Kane's going out for Mitchum. And Mitchum has been involved in the game since he came on with he's a very good passer of the ball. And you see he got involved and he's very much involved so far. But very interesting change. He's more attacking. He's a very attacking player, a midfield player, very creative. And
I don't think they want his attacking abilities tonight. They want to ask him to sit as a defensive midfielder or play the 8 role, defend and attack. Here is he back into the number 6 spot as St. Peter's trying for all their work to get down the right flank. Does so, but there's no one inside. Substitution coming in again. This time St. Peter's.
And as we talk about Orlando Mitchum, he's very experienced, a caliber player. Orlando Mitchum, he brings a lot to the table in terms of the passing, dribbling, and finishing. So, interesting sub made by Conaree. I think is not that.
He's not a very interesting job indeed.
Yes.
I say he's not only creative, but he's a very good finisher, one of the best finishers in St. Kitts.
Yes.
He didn't finish just now. He missed the ball, missed the whole ball, and fell to the ground. Conaree could have been up 2-0. Let's see if he can redeem himself. But it looks as if he's playing the 8 or the 10 position. I may have been mistaken in that he was going to sit as an additional 6 to shut off St. Peter's. But he's also getting back in time. But here comes a freshman who came on the field. Corner for St. Peter's. No, not a corner.
Oh, no.
Travis Richards will take center stage. The whistle goes.
Well, the crowd is appealing. Mr. Anthony Isaacs down here, just below us and near touchline here. He's not angry, appealing for corner. But referee's not agreeing at all. Referee's giving a goal kick. But the crowd ferociously appealing for corner. But here is Conaree now, looking to build from the back, playing out from the back. Not looking to dump, but this time dumping the ball upstream.
Push by Roberts. The carry Phipps goes to the ground.
Well, before the end of the first half, Anthony Isaac was very pensive, but he looked very agitated down there in the touchline right now.
Time is running away. I think we're approaching the 70th minute now. That's about 20 minutes left.
But he must be pleased so far, Al. Down the man, down a goal in halftime.
Down the left flank. Head comes in from St. Peter's. Now they're clear. James going big, going forward. Foy robbed of the ball, but the ball goes into touch for throwing. Isaac robbed of the ball. The carry. Looking for Ewell. Finds him too. Ewell surrounded by 2-3 blue shirts. Goes to the ground. Isaac wins it. Isaac gives it away. Maynard takes over. Lewis slides the man down the left flank. Offside. Easy call.
Yes, I mean, St.
We've
Peter's.
seen the man carrying Simmons replaced Cochran Harris in the number 9 slot. Here is Simmons. He has a good foot, but the shot blocked. Conaree settles it. The carry speeds downfield. The carry gets past 1. The carry gets past 2. The carry slides Ewell. Ewell is 2 feet offside.
Oh, that would have been a beautiful play. Nice run there. Like a very good ball carrier.
Just hold his one a little bit.
Yes, Ewell Lachlan needed to just hold his one a little bit. Just a bit, 2 seconds, Al. And he would have been on his way. But a very good run there by that youngster. Taking the ball maybe at 20 yards or so and just putting it, sliding it into space for Ewell Lachlan to run onto. But unfortunately, he didn't time his run as good as well as he should. And he was called offside.
But it's still 1-0.
Still 1-0. St. Peter's
usually, you're talking about killing off the game, but usually these two teams are close. 2-1, 3-2, 1-0, a draw.
But with the advantage like that, I mean. But good football, entertaining stuff.
Also, what's been with the number 8 derby, so I know.
Oh yes,
with the number 8 man.
Cup of 8. The 3 teams usually get into competitions like that. They play against each other, particularly in pre-season games, and at one time organize a Cup of 8. But with 3 teams, it was somewhat difficult. Here's Martin coming downfield, goes forward, trying to find Ewell. Loses, wins it, gives it away, gives it to Phipps. Phipps loses it out to St. Peter's again. James going square, finding Bazzi. Bazzi has a little time. He flicks it up, gives it to Lewis instead. Lewis knocks it away, but only as far as the St. Peter's players. They then converge to give it away. 1-touch pass to Foy. Foy trying to come on the left flank. Crosses, the player blocks it and allows Gums to save it. That's Bazzi kneeling to block that ball.
Oh, that's a very good, like a stooping chest, a stooping chest chop. He went very low indeed and controlled that ball with his chest. So very good play there by that. What here?
Isaac trying to find help in Dagney Roberts. Roberts goes back to his keeper. Keeper trying to go upfield, but Conaree men are there, stopping any forward movement. Lewis picks up. Lewis looks ahead. Has options. Finds the carry. The carry is pushed to the ground by Roberts. Richards takes over. Blows the whistle. Gives Conaree a free kick. They're taking their time about this. As we say, we're into the last 20 minutes or so. It's now probably about 15 minutes left. And so they're trying to run some minutes off the clock professionally. Walking slow. Their footsteps no longer than maybe 1 foot. Here comes a chipped up ball. Easy call, easy take for Gums.
Easy take indeed, easy confident take. That should have been that was too straight, Al. Should have had a bit more curl in it, out towards the and running. But here's St. Peter's.
Simmons getting past the man. Simmons strongly tackled. Simmons loses control and knocks the ball into touch.
Conaree will have to be very careful. St. Peter's looking good on the counter attack. And if they equalize, they'll have the momentum, and Conaree would be on the back foot. So they really, really, really need to be, I say, more clinical and more professional up front, and get that insurance goal.
Well, we're near in the 10-minute mark with the score still 1-0. Lewis going to the right side for his Maynard. Made a one-touch pass to Phipps. Phipps back to Maynard. Maynard not reading that play. Not at home. Not reading, not able. Don't know which one. Here is Gums. Just leaves it out to his defender. David. Kejani David. David tries to fight Isaac. Isaac grabbed up the ball. Foy going forward. Finds Ak. Mitchum. Mitchum turns on him. Looking for support now. Leaves it off to Lewis. Lewis chips it up to the center forward channel. Heads away by Roberts. Big ball by Isaac. A foot race. Simmons versus Mills. Mills winning the race, winning the ball. Up to Howe. Howe losing it momentarily. And then James clears. Wrong tackle coming in from James. No nonsense got the defender inside there. Filling in for Harris, who left the field midway through the first half. Left-sided cross, trying to find Foy. Settles on it now. Martin is in attendance. Tries to fake Martin. Martin is not buying it. Sends it across, but only Maynard is there. Maynard stops it. Maynard looks up, goes long, but only to find Isaac of St. Peter. Shots just out at goal, and Bully tips it over just for safety. Corner.
Wow, that was great, Al. Nice technique there. Got the ball under control, post touch, and then a one-time shot was well controlled. Very good football indeed.
Well, his dad, the coach, would be impressed.
Coach, if you just walked in the park, you won't recognize a monkey down a man. You've really been playing for the second half.
It's very even game still.
Yeah, even Steven game still here.
Just a one goal separating the two teams. Here comes the left in calling corner. Heads go up. Bully clears by punching away. Howe picks up. Howe knocks it over to Foy. Foy trying to control. Sends the man forward, but the man is not there. That's Ewell he's looking for. James instead picks it up. James has a little bit of time on him. He fakes, he waits, tries to go on the inside. Finds Bazi. Ball forward, trying to find overlapping Shaggy from in the midfield, but that's Adonis Stevens. Conaree is reading it, allows it to go to Samuel. Samuel out to Howe. Howe making a mess of things here. The ball will go into touch for a throw into St. Peter's. Down one and down a man. Searching for at least a point from this game, St. Peter's.
Conaree not being able to exploit the one goal advantage and the one man advantage. And the coach, Anthony Isaac, must be very happy with the way his team has performed, Al.
Very happy. He'll be happy if he gets a goal. But right now, Conaree is remaining stoic. Ewell takes it. Ewell shields the man. Ewell sends Foy forward, but well read by the St. Peter's defense. James, who has filled in the number 3 slot, is doing a good job so far. Isaac, big ball down the left flank. Foy is giving chase. Foy onto it now. Strong tackle coming in from Martin. The referee is not happy. And Martin is not happy. Questioning the call. Remonstrating. I think something fell from him. Probably the scrunchie for his hair. Picks it up. And still arguing. Taking shot. Chipped over. Heads go up. Mills. Shot. Good idea. Poorly taken. Simmons trying to give chase. But the ball is already outside. Bully will take it now. That's Clifford Samble in goal. He didn't go keep in the game against St. Paul's.
Yeah, he forced the game. He was out.
Yep. Here is Martin receiving the pass, turning, looking up. Martin taking his own dear time. Crowd advises him, take his time. They go back to the goalkeeper, find Lewis. Lewis goes forward, finds Ak try to free Errol. Errol not reading well. Interception from St. Peter's. They come forward. Foy goes on the inside. Finds Martin instead. Martin for Conaree. Lewis. Mitchum. Stops. Comes back to the right. Finds Howe. Howe looking for the man to go forward. That's Foy. There's a tussle there and a tangle. James goes to the ground. The whistle goes in favor of St. Peter's. Hold on, he says. Another substitution is coming our way.
That's Foy out for Monkey Hill.
Yes, number 17 is out. And the number 6 is coming in.
Yes, Miss Conaree. As I said, both coaches must be very happy with their team. And I told you before, both coaches would have succeeded each other. Anthony Isaacs, he was at Conaree. And he was replaced by Jenkins, that's Asim Jenkins. And Asim Jenkins replaced him at Conaree. So these two coaches would be looking to beat their former teams, former club. But here is Conaree now, looking for the ball. Nice ball play inside the box. Foy was there for it, but unfortunately the ball was headed away from him. Good ball inside the box, Al.
Yeah, good passage from Conaree. Good possession this time. And here comes Conaree again, another substitution. But the cross was met by James. James did a good job. He's doing a good job so far for St. Peter's. Number 25 for Conaree. That's Nick Juan Francis. Replacing Maynard. Maynard was the goal scorer in the last match. But this time it's Dakari Phipps. Another substitution coming for St. Peter's.
Number 18. Nisbet.
Here comes Conaree. Clearance from St. Peter's. Going in, St. Peter's. None of that says Bazi. Here is the freshman. Foul says Travis Richards. Free kick to Conaree. We saw the elder statesman last night from the town.
Lake.
Not famous.
Captain Courageous.
Captain Courageous.
Can his teammate repeat the feat? 3 players are converging on the ball. Gums is setting his wall. They step back. Ewell is there.
Two very good set piece takers.
Again he comes. That's Mitchum, but hits it into the wall. Simmons trying to battle his way forward. Foul by the Conaree player. Free kick. Lyndon David trying to go to the left side, trying to find Shaggy. Missing the ball. Shaggy takes over. Shaggy chips up to the left flank, finds Simmons. Simmons has difficulty in controlling. Gives chase. Mills is with him. He fakes one way. Comes on the inside. Looks at goal, then chooses to pass. Shot from Tumal. Blocked by the defense partially, then cleaned up by Bully. Clifford Samuel.
Well, this is good stuff. St. Peter's getting into very good areas on the field. But here is Conaree with Foy up front. Foy
and James battling away for it. And it seems as if James tripped him inadvertently. James got in front of him and his legs probably tangled with Foy. And so I'm sure that is what Roberts is saying. Can't call a foul like that. That is what Roberts is saying, but foul nonetheless, just outside the box.
Well, Foy won the team a kick. This is another set piece opportunity for Conaree. Let's see what they're going to do. I thought Foy would have been the one to take that set piece. But it's going to be Mitchum again. Let's see what Mitchum would do. You have Errol Lachlan at the back post. Normally he's the big target up front. Foy is also at the back post. Let's see what Mitchum is going to do. I'm sure it's going to be an outswinger, Al. You're going to go in towards the far post and come out with Errol Lachlan just helping it back.
Joined by Tristan. Fake by Tristan. Up to the far post. Heads by St. Peter's. Out to Lewis. Lewis shots at goal. Lewis scores! From some distance out. Kadeem Lewis. Celebration.
We have seen some goals for 3 consecutive nights. We had Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis for Keon. That's on the night before. And then you had one Archibald last night with another
Stingman.
We have seen some very good goals.
Archibald,
Some
Steve
sweet
Archibald.
goals.
Oh yes. So Conaree just getting some breathing space.
Yeah, I think that is
now.
it.
Is this
Oh,
it?
what was
Is
the
this-
fat lady singing? The fat lady sing? Already?
It's too
Oh, no.
early. It's too early.
Well,
Told the fat lady
we've
sing.
seen a lady from Conaree. She's not fat at all. One of Conaree big fans. I don't know what she'll start to sing. If she'll only sing Nana Nana a goodbye. But here is St. Peter's. They were given a good account of themselves with 10 men until just now. Yep, just about 11 minutes to go. But Conaree is in charge. Ack rolls it over to Tristan. Tristan finds Ewell. Ewell turns the man. Then he goes, look to go square down the right flank, freeing Nick one Francis, freshman. He puts it down. He comes on the box. He's trying to get around a number of players. Shaggy isn't having that. Tries to cross, but pushes the ball too far.
Too ambitious there. I think you're trying to do too much, Al. The youngster, exuberant, but trying to do too much.
As a coach, and Al will join me in this, I've always told my players, when you get down in that position, cross the ball.
Exactly.
The duty is to
Cross
cross.
the ball.
Exactly.
Basic.
Once you get the ball across the face of the goal, anything good happen, Al. Just a little touch.
Simmons, fancy footwork, gets away from Martin momentarily, trying to set up the left flank. Simmons going to the box, crosses now, but the ball blocked and easily handled by Samuel.
I think Asim Jenkins now will be a little more settled now after the team was precariously placed for a long time, a 1-0 advantage. But I think they are now more comfortable, but they can't be too comfortable. As you know, a 2-goal lead is, as I said, the most dangerous lead in football. Because once a team gets one, feel like we get the next one, equalize, and then it's trouble.
But here is St. Peter's winning that through ball. They come forward, then they go square, give it to Ewell. Ewell gives to Lewis. Lewis lose control.
Good, very good. That's a very interesting call.
So comical, I couldn't even call it.
That's very interesting indeed.
Mr. Mitchum flopped on a call, didn't get the call, got back up and went away with the ball. The player, thinking that the referee would blow for the flop, stood up and gave him all the Uber he needed to play the ball. It was so comical. I think Ali's still laughing. But here is Conaree, 2-0. Past the 10-minute mark for the 10 more minutes left in the game. So it's now ebbing towards Conaree. Giving them 3 points tonight would push them back up the tables. They're currently on 33. We'll put them on 36. But here comes St. Peter. Strong tackle coming in from the same man. Mitchum. Mitchum gives it up to Foy. Foy going to forward. Springing Ewell down the right flank. Ewell touches. Ewell looks up. Ewell cross. Ewell gets a throw-in.
Oh, Foy should have done a little better with that pass. The ball passed behind Ewell, so he had to come back. And that would have taken up some time. But had the ball passed in front of him, it would have been a different ball game. He had all the space in front of him to get inside the box and put the ball across the face of the goal.
And Jenkins is now comfortable, pulling out some of his key players and bringing in some of his bench players.
Yes, he loved that. As I noticed that, he loved to rotate his players, not just from match to match, but from half to half. He rotates his players, and that's good man management, Al, because you need your players to be healthy. You need the players to be available. Your best players especially, you need them to be available.
Number 15 in, Bian Marson for Conaree.
and number 47. I think he's a Warner.
Warner, yeah. Elzani, Warner.
Yeah. This may have been one of the players from Sandy Point who joined.
Yeah, Sandy Point.
Who joined Conaree.
But Coach Abo, interesting call. Interesting call not made by Richards in the same Orlando. Mitchum flop. You could hold Coach Nets still.
Yes, very vociferous on the touchline is Coach.
But what
Coach
you
Nets.
would have called? He didn't handle the ball. He flopped and went to the ground. The player stood up. What would you call against him? Acting? Faking the call, maybe.
Yeah, could be yellow carded.
Yep.
To flop.
Diving, yeah.
Diving, yeah.
It's not the basic thing to play to the whistle, Al. He was waiting for the whistle, but here comes St. Peter's looking to play from the back. This could be dangerous, but eventually get the ball out very nicely indeed.
Robbed by Mitchum. Mitchum all the way back to his number 4, Mills. Mills slides over to his number 2 in Samuel. Samuel goes downfield. Finds Marston, the freshman. He comes on the inside. He slides it into the center forward channel. Shaggy is there. Shaggy goes long over to Simmons. 1-on-1. Simmons is winning the ball at the moment. Has very little support. Tries to come in inside, blocked by Mills. Mills gives it to Tristan. Tristan literally gives it away. St. Peter's down to 2-0. Down a man. Still battling. They go forward, they go long. Isaac chops it. Isaac shoots. But Bully is there.
As I've said, we have had 3 goals and 3 consecutive days.
Brilliant goals. We'll have to see.
I want to give you an unbiased opinion, huh?
We'll have to keep the tape to
yes.
to determine which is the goal to be the best goal so far.
Good. And I want to give you an unbiased opinion. We had Archibald. No, sorry, we had Lewis. It's 2 Lewis. Lewis and Saturday.
And Lewis tonight.
Lewis tonight, and then you had Archibald.
Last night.
And Sunday night. And you have to look at the nature of the game too. I think that Archibald goal was an equalizer.
It was an equalizer. And it was from a very, very tight angle.
Very tight angle, yes. Very tight angle.
So I'm leaning towards that. He had to have a lot of power to beat the goalkeeper. A lot of smarts to try to go to the near post and get through. But here comes Conaree, but the man is offside.
Lewis, on the other hand, now, goal was a go ahead.
Was a go ahead goal.
Not go ahead.
Straight ahead.
Yeah,
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Straight on. But distance, so to Lewis. Both Lewises were straight on. You mean Lewis of tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Here comes St. Peter's down the left flank. Tumal trying to battle his way. Tumal knocks it off of a player. Is that Tumal? Is that Nisbet?
Yeah, Nisbet.
Corner. Out curling. Right footed. Hard, long, high. Heads going. Simmons can shoot. Simmons is hustled. Simmons is harassed. Simmons trying to go back to. This is Tumal this time, number 18, Tumal. Tumal misses and, of course, curses himself.
Why in the world did he have to take so many touches before he could put on a shot? The ball dropped nicely for him, right at his right foot. He should have taken a one-time shot.
Good observation, Watts. A lot of our players don't like to shoot one time.
But that's the most goals that scored one-time shots.
In the practice, they have a little time, so they want to set it the perfect shot. But Conaree breaks it one. One has the cross. One puts the cross across. Ewell goes towards the goal. Not Ewell. Fry. And a great save from Gums. Digs it out, as we would say.
Oh, that's a great save.
Good save.
Very good.
Remember last week, Newton keeper Thompson. Foot save, no hand save.
And this one was a hand save. Dug out right at the time. The man Gums.
Very good. Very good reflexive save. I mean, you have to.
Goal looking all over it. Goal looking all over it.
He got up in the approved fashion. Here comes again. Head go up. This time Gums punches away. And his right back He's able to pick up the ball to go downfield. Downfield now trying to find Simmons. Simmons controls, trying to get around the man. There's a battle here and a foot race. Simmons, he muscled off the ball. Man goes to the ground. Tripped, and of course the argument ensues.
Well, for sure, Asim would have the bragging rights. He's on his touchline now. And we're not seeing nets no more. As Anthony Isaac, we're not seeing anymore. But Asim is quite visible on his touchline.
A few moments ago, he was up and very irate with the call. They call the same call that we explained just now. He probably thought that
handball
is a handball, and Mitchum should have at least gotten a yellow card and a foul against him for flopping. So he was irate, but apparently one of the coaching staff asked him to cool down, and he's gone.
It's cool right now.
He's still gesticulating that his goalkeeper is down. He's pointing out his goalkeeper. I think his goalkeeper is down.
Oh,
Probably injured himself when he saved that ball.
Okay.
Now Richards is giving attention.
Hey, Coach Abu, I think Friday night your team is up against Elko, the Police Force FC.
Yeah, I think that's the next game. But after a battering like that from the Village Superstars, they will have to go back to the drawing board and to make sure that they don't get the next 10 or a big fish.
I must say the scoreline doesn't reflect the overall play. As I said, the Village scored.
Chipped goalwards, taking everybody off guard. Play restarted. Deanna Stevens, the man, trying a smart one there on Samuel as the players were converging discussing. Play started. He heard the whistle, and Richards is countering the accusations that.
As I was saying, with that game tonight, I mean, the scoreline doesn't really reflect the whole picture. Because at one point, about in the 68th minute, it was 3-2 in favor of Village. And Village would have scored about 5 or 6 goals in the last 15 minutes or so.
But what's the interesting point is that Village was down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes.
What?
2-0, down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes.
Well, I came late, but that's very interesting.
Shocker. It was a shocker to the whole pack. Ramsey Village Superstars were down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes.
That was very. I came late, so I didn't even know that.
Well,
so it was a tight game.
Coach was still shocked. Coach was still shocked.
I know that they have some good players. The man Shavon Bastard, he's the leading goal scorer with about 6 goals. Missed the penalty the other night and got a dent in his confidence. But they show some resilience.
Oh, we've seen it so much. Look at the FA Cup with Conaree and Trafalgar South Stars.
South Stars.
0-0 first half.
At first half.
And then 5-0 at the end of the game.
Yes. Sadlers yesterday as well.
Yes, against St. Paul's.
Correct.
And then today, first game, Police versus Village.
But here comes St. Peter's in the dying moments of the game. Can they pull one back? Speeding up the right flank. Comes on the inside, looking for support. Tumal springs the man forward. He's being pulled out, making a strong claim for a penalty.
Interesting here.
Richard will have none of it. And of course, Nets just got a shade with her.
Yes, look at him. He's gesticulating down there,
Still.
demonstrating with the referee. He's not happy at all. I don't
Mills.
think he'll have a good night tonight.
Coaches don't
Especially
sleep
against
well.
Asim. That's the whole idea in all. To have Asim beat him. I don't think he'll be satisfied with that.
He has to learn pretty clean deal because these things happen in football. Foul against Conaree. Foul against Warner. Stevens chips it up forward to Simmons. Simmons puts it down, trying to knock it for Isaac. Isaac couldn't get control of it, and so Conaree cleared.
Well,
Giving chase. David gets there first. David puts it up to Tomal Nisbet. Tomal Nisbet stops, turns, slides it into Simmons. Simmons controls. Simmons Rolls the ball, for chips it over all the way over to Clifford Samuel. We're going to play around with it to knock off these remaining seconds in the game.
All eyes on referee.
And there you go, the final whistle. Travis Richard said, this is the end of it. 2-0 as Nets is still arguing, still not satisfied. Completely upset. But with the game 2-0, we go to master control, then we come back for a post-game wrap.
Football is back. And SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
My name is Akira Sunumam. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup costs. All you pay is the package that you choose. If you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
With me, they look keenly at the game, and the game ended 2-0. Conaree, victors over St. Peter's. There was one particular play that we were discussing off mic and a bit during the game, was when Orlando Mitchum went to the ground, flopping, faking a foul, got back up, full entire park. It looked comical. But then in our debates, we felt that he should have at least gotten a card. What do you think? Al, any of you can come in there?
Yeah, should have gotten a call for trying to deceive the referee. But unfortunately for the St. Peter's team, he didn't. He got back up and continued to play. And the St. Peter's player continued remonstrating with the referee while the play was going on. A bit unprofessional. And but it was a very, very interesting call. We have had a few contentious calls tonight, but that one stood out.
Yeah, also to add, what he should have been carded. Also, he had a carded. Because if he was in the penalty area and flop like that, he would have been carded. So he should have been carded for flopping.
So say referee should be consistent.
Yes.
And then we were also discussing the goals that we've seen, and making early comparisons between Lewis and Lewis and Archibald. And I think I was favoring Archibald. Any other?
No, I second Archibald based on the angle. Yeah, I would say Archibald.
Yes, based on the angle and he hit with such power and such precision. But Lewis, that's the first Lewis, Marvin Lewis. That shot was from way out, and I felt it vicariously. I mean, how the ball coming off his boot so sweetly, Al. He was hit very sweetly, hard and low, and from a distance. Well, it was a sweet shot.
Oh, most definitely. And what worked for him too, and what made it even more happy for him, is that he tried several shots before in the previous games, and they were all going to 4th Street or Balangba. But this one never left a knee height. It just sailed, and the keeper didn't stand a chance.
Very sweet indeed. And it was a point of the game where it's so important, because they were leading 2-0, trying to kill off the game. And I think that goal killed off the game.
Favorite phrase of what? Kill off the game.
Kill off the game.
Put the game to bed.
Oh, most certainly. And the South Stars team, as we said, competed in sports and could have gotten an equalizer at one point. So it was a very, very important goal to, as you say.
But after that, we gave we strength and energy, and we stay focused, and we score back, Hanley, and then we score back again, by Wilkes, and then we went ahead. By half, there was 4-2. The game already put away. The game ended about 10-2.
The game already killed off.
Killed off.
Well, I want to respond for that. Just your team playing so good, competing well, and then maybe late in the second half, they're allowing so much space in the field. Is it players start playing for each other, playing for themselves?
One word: fitness.
We've been stressing it for the whole time. The resume fitness, especially in the 60th minute, 60th to the 70th minute, 75th minute. Teams tend to lapse between the period there.
If ever you're out there, watch as a player, and you're tired, you feel like your boots got in cement. The ball will pass next to you, just 1 foot away, and you can't do anything about it. The legs just not obeying the messages sent to them from the mind.
So the mind saying go, and the body saying no.
No, not me. I done with that. That is what happens.
So it's about mental fitness too, because sometimes you're very strong, you're mental, and that will take you over. But it's very interesting how these teams just fade out after putting up a good fight, and then just fade out.
Well, yeah, that's the difference between top teams and weaker teams.
Yes.
You compete for a while, you compete for 40 minutes, but then that is not good enough. And the better teams will get a better view over a short period of time. But let's begin to look into the points table. Village winning, completing the round of 16. Village the games tonight. Village winning, taking them up to
42.
A lofty 42 points. Conaree winning, they join St. Paul's on 36 points, but St. Paul's has a better goal difference. Goal difference 28 to 10 it was, so just a matter of doing the permutations for the two teams that won. St. Paul's will remain ahead. So St. Paul's will be the number 2 team, Conaree number 3, and just close behind is Keon on 34. And then comes the battle for the 5th and 6th spot. Last night, or a few nights ago, I asked Watts, and Watts picked St. Peter's and Sadlers. I'm going to ask you the same question tonight, Mr. Richards. Who do you think will join your team and the others in the 5th and 6th spots? At the moment, Spurs seem to have the big advantage. They've jumped up to 26. St. Peter's went down to number 6. They're on 23. Fasca Sadlers dropped out. They're down to 23 as well, but goal difference. The goal difference of 9 to St. Peter's 15. Tonight's the most recent game wouldn't change that. And then KFC Jets moved up to 8. They're on 21 points. And lo and behold, the winningest team in the history of St. Kitts is in number 9 spot.
United.
So there you have the teams that are competing between 21 and 26 points. Mm-hmm. Who are you going to pick to join?
Well, I want to be fair, what? So I will go with the Gyan Hotspurs. The reason being for Gyan Hotspurs because Gyan Hotspurs is a a senior team. They've been around for a while. I think they have the experience. They have a good coach, Austin Dick Huggins, win championship with St. Paul's before. So I think he got the experience to take the team into the six. Also, suppose is on a good one. And they're looking vibrant, looking energized. My second option will be St. Peter's. I believe St. Peter's still could pull it off in the sixth office spot. Coachable.
Oh, you're ready for me to come in? Pick my six. Yes. Fortunately, I'm the anchor. I ask the questions. But based on the one on farm, right now, I would venture to say Spurs. They really look like a team with a mission. They played much better than the previous two games. If they had played like that against those other two teams, they would have won by bigger margins. So I would want to go with Spurs, and then I wouldn't call the sixth spot. It's still too tight. I will lean in towards OR Jets. I will be leaning towards OR Jets for that sixth spot. I think Newtown has too much of a hill to climb to get back there. They're on 20 points, and they have teams like St. Paul's and
Conaree
and Conaree left. So it's not a guarantee. Some 18 points still to go, but out of those 18 points, I don't think they can pick up enough to pull them into that sixth spot.
I remember you told me a story last night with Keon. Like to play up against the big team or play down against the small team.
It happens all the time.
I think Spurs is just like that. And I'm frightened about Spurs doing the same thing. Spurs would meet those. And you see last night in Bastille Derby, they played so well.
Yep.
Spurs will meet a team like Security Forces.
As it happened, because against South Stars was just 2-1. And the previous game, another weak team, so to speak, 2-1 again.
Mantab, I think.
Mantab, yeah. 2-1. It's almost like you're just barely pulling out wins against those small teams.
That's the frightening thing about Spurs. That's it. St. Peter's, I would think, I could review my previous decision. St. Peter's, I will go with.
St. Peter's.
Sadler's, I think, fell apart. But I'm frightened about Garden Hotspurs, yeah, doing that same thing, playing up against the big teams, competing well with the big teams, but then dropping down against the.
Well, it's a matter of mental preparation, which is an aspect of football preparation. It's not just speed, stamina, tactics, and technique. You must have that mental fortitude in order to play this game. Just as we said earlier, if you're on the field and you're tired, your mind will have you going, and not so much your body. Exactly. If you don't have that mind to drive you to say, okay, I'm down 4-2 already. Why fight?
That's true. As I said,
and other people.
Your mind will be telling you one thing. Your mind is a very powerful thing, yeah. Your mind is very powerful. But if you have mental fatigue, your body will follow easily.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you had it. All the teams have played 16 games so far. Just 6 more to go. So far, you can say 4 teams are safe. That's Village, St. Paul's, Conaree, and Keon. And the discussion tonight is who will make it into the coveted Super 6. You are invited to take a journey with us, look at the teams, follow SKN Newsline, and of course, if you are in the borders of St. Kitts Stevens, please come to Warner Park. That's all we have for this presentation. On behalf of Essington Watts and Alexis Richards, I bid you good night.